This is Matchbox Mark here with my second restoration video. This is the Lesney Matchbox bus, and I'm going to do this one next. Should be pretty easy. I've already taken off the axles and the wheels, so that's that one, and excuse my reach. And then the next one I'm going to do is this Ferrari Berlinetta. I just got my little turntable in the mail, $8. So, and I took off the axles on this. This is not too bad a shape. The reason I'm doing this is so I can, it's about the same color as the bus, so I just wanted to do one batch, and then hopefully it'll turn out good. And let me see here. And then my next one is going to be this little Citroen over here. I've already taken it apart. It was really rusty, really bad. So I'm going to do that one too. So I'm going to do 3. So off to the stripping booth, and we'll be back at you soon. Alright, so I just brought the 3 models in from outside. I had them being stripped in Jasper stripping paint. It's in a spray can, and it works really good. I just filled it up with soapy water, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a good cleaning, and then sand them down, get the casting visible, and then we'll see what we're working with. Like I say, thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully I'll have a good product, and no guarantees, that's for sure. This is real time. So, talk to you soon. I'm back with all the stripping of the castings. They all look pretty good shape. I have them all laid out here for you. The bus I had to do a second time. It was being a little stubborn. So here's all the stuff for the bus. I have to make new axles because I was hasty and I didn't do what Marty suggested. So I need to make new axles out of rivets. So I don't have the knowledge yet to hold the camera and shoot at the same time as I do stuff. So this is going to be in steps. So there we go. There's the Citroen. Just got to do a little fine sanding to get the rest of the paint off. This is the old plastic wheels, and I did manage to save those axles. And this is the Ferrari Berlinetta. I didn't strip the base on this one because it's got the plastic covering for the wheels, and I don't want to ruin that. Plus, it's a pretty good shape. Everything's in good shape. The sunscreen is intact, no cracks. And there's the Berlinetta. And this is the bus. This is, let me see if we can see this here. Ooh, upside down. So this is number 5. Let me make sure it gets focused. There we go. It's not cooperating with me. So anyway, there's that. And then there's the seats. They're in pretty good shape, and the tires. I have a new way that I do the tires, and I'll show you when I'm done. It's a little different than Matchbox Garage, Time Rider, and Marty, but we'll get there eventually, just different paths. So there we go. So my next step will be to primer them, and I'll show you when that's done. And there we go. Talk to you in a bit. So here we are at the after the stripping portion, and it actually turned out really well. The Ferrari came out really good, and the Citroen came out really well as also. The bus turned out well as far as the top half, but the base, it really doesn't look too good inside. That's really hard to get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to primer these 2, and I'm going to try something different that I haven't seen yet. I'm going to try to soak this in CLR. It's a rust removal stuff, and I've never used it before, so I'm going to give it a shot. So we'll see how all this turns out. Okay, so I just got done soaking the base and cab of that truck. If you remember, it was really rusted yesterday, and I'm going to bring it up close. And you can see all the rust is gone. It was really bad. And the stuff that I used, I was going to get CLR, but another YouTuber recommended Lime Away, and here it is. I just let it soak in there for about 10 minutes, rinsed it underwater, and it came as good as gold. So now I can primer it. So I'm going to get that paint out that's in there, and it came out really, really good. So slide down. So there we have it. I'm going to take out the rest of the paint and then primer it, and then next go ahead and paint them, and then we'll show you the next step. All right. So here's my little paint booth. It's not much. I just took the box that my airbrush came in and kind of made that as my little booth. Here's all my supplies. Got some straws that I cut up for paint stirrers, my Tamiya clear coat, and then these are all my paints. And these are really cool. These are like skewers with alligator clips to hold your models. And there's all my paints. So yesterday I painted all these, and always got to cover them even after you primer them so there's no dust. So here's how they look. So this is the bus. Came out pretty good. And there's the bottom, and then there's the Ferrari. So I'm going to put a clear coat on here in a few minutes, and then recover them so no dust gets in them. And this little guy here, I actually got in a lot of cars. It was lime green, no base. I just threw it in there, I guess. So I painted it the same color as a Citroen. And I'm going to paint the hood on it. Or actually in a Volkswagen it's the trunk because it's in the front. And chrome out the lights and everything. Just a little practice so I can become proficient. And here's a little Citroen. It didn't need to be painted. It was actually in pretty good shape, but I wanted to do it just for practice. So, and then there's the base. The base was black, so I'm trying to restore them to original condition. The hardest part about this hobby is the paint matching, and it is tough. So, okay. So next time you see these, it'll be clear coated, and then I'll assemble them, and then hopefully be done. Okay, so I just clear coated them. So I use this Tamiya clear coat. Man, it is awesome. I also have it for the airbrush, but this is a lot easier and a lot better, I think. So, and while I'm out here, there's my primer. I do all my primering and painting out here, or not painting, but my clear coating. And this is my paint stripper. This is really good. 15 minutes, it does work wonders, and everybody uses so many different products, but I really like this one. And then, so you always want to cover everything, because dust will definitely ruin your hard work. So this is, there we go. So I just clear coated these. And let me see, you can kind of see the gloss. Alright, so there's the Citroen and the Ferrari. And then the bus right here. Came out pretty good. So hopefully I'll have these assembled tomorrow. Let it dry really good, and then put the decals on and the chassis and the wheels, and on to the next project. So until I put these together, they're going to stay out here and dry and cure and no dust. Hopefully it's not going to be windy today. So it is going to be hot. 100 degrees now in Phoenix. It's coming. Alright. Okay, here we are for the final reveal. It turned out pretty good. The decals accidentally tore, so I need to order some new ones. And the only thing I wasn't too happy about was the chrome on the grill. and all bunched up, and I use a pretty heavy-duty chrome pen. So, and then the tires and the axles, of course, were the rivets. So, there's the bus. Okay, and here's the Ferrari. The Ferrari came out. Well, look out. Look out. Let me see if I can put that on there. There we go. Little accident there. The Ferrari turned out pretty good. Paint came out good. Windscreen, I think I got a little super glue in the corner. And then there's the chrome grille that came out pretty good too. So I'm impressed with this one, except for the paint. I don't know what's wrong with my airbrush. It seems like it's clumping up sometimes. And this is a little Citroen, which came out this was pretty easy. Came out pretty good. Tires I painted. Let me hold it up. Painted a gray. Focus there. There we go. The back of the bottom. And the axles before were rusted on there. They wouldn't spin, but now they spin freely. So there you go. There's the second batch, and I'm getting better, but still need to improve on my painting. That's the hardest part. Alright, thanks for watching.